Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Okay. 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 I'm making some adjustment.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Now it's fine. Now it's fine.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see you now.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay, my dear, welcome to my class. My name is Teacher Hazel. As you can see on my background, Teacher Hazel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. It's yeah.
all right. So since this is our first time together, let me introduce myself. Again, my name
Okay.
is Hazel, and I have been teaching English for 3 years now. I've been teaching English at all levels, from kids to adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love reading books on my spare time. Now, how about you, my dear? Can you tell me more about yourself?
Yes. I'm a senior student in Nanjing University of Science Technology, and
Mm-hmm.
I have been preparing for the IELTS examination for like half a month, and I would like to take this examination this month. It's like it's like I'm in a hurry to improve my spoken English. So that's all, and that's all. That's the situation that I'm living in.
Okay, yeah. So you're really in a real hurry and learning
Yes.
IELTS. Yeah. Okay, so that was wonderful, my dear. You came in the right person and company. I will do my best to achieve your goals in learning the English language. Okay? So without further ado, let's get started. Are you ready to start our class?
Yes. I'm ready for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let
Obviously.
me share my screen just a
Okay.
second.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Ready
Hold
for it.
on. Yeah. Let me find our. Okay, there you go. I found it. Okay. No,
Yes. Yes.
not this one.
This one.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. No, 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 not this one, my dear. It's not the right one.
Okay. It's fine. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I told them take like lessons. It's my first time to use online lessons. Like having a class on an application. It's my first time.
Yeah. Yeah. I did open some application right earlier today. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so yeah, too much for that. So we're going to have IELTS speaking activities. So yeah, welcome
Okay.
to my class.
Great.
All right. Oh, well, wait, hold on. Did you book 3 classes, right? So you book two
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hours?
Tonight, three lessons tonight. Yeah, because
Okay.
as I mentioned, I'm in a hurry, so I need more practice.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Uh, yeah. So 2 hours or 1.5 hours?
So what did you say? I didn't catch up.
Uh, is it confused about the time? Is
I
it
confu-
1.5 hour or 2 hours?
Oh, it's 1.5 hours.
Yeah, so we will end up at 9:30, right?
Yeah, 9:30, 9:30,
Okay, yes.
9:30.
Okay, just a clarification. Okay, now let's get into the lesson. So, part one, we have headphones. Okay, so
Yeah,
we have
okay.
4 questions here that you need to answer. So, we have first question: do you use headphones? Do you?
Absolutely yes. I
Yes.
always use the headphones when I want a, relaxation. I always use that listening to music.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I also use headphones, but yeah, almost. I mean, yeah, almost every day. Not almost, but every day because I have a class.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that will make your voice more clear and
Yes.
yes, and then make people can understand you like easier.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Can you hear some background noise from me?
Yes, a little bit.
A little bit. Just a
Yeah.
second. Let me check. here. Let me adjust. Yeah, because there are some noise like dog. Yeah, pets.
Barking.
How about
Like the
that?
dog.
Yeah, can you still hear
Yeah,
it?
it's fine. I
It's
think it's fine. It's
it's
fine. Yeah,
fine. You can hear
it's fine.
anything?
Yes, I can. Yes, I think the environment is great. It's great. I'm not that picky. I'm not
Ah,
that
okay.
picky.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
I'm a casual
how
person.
about right now? Is it clear?
Yes, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine because it's really important to have a really clear background, right? So
Yeah,
you can
yeah, 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 yeah.
concentrate the lesson. But yeah, I'm really sorry for that, my dear. Now
Yeah, yeah.
let's move on to number two. What type of headphones do you use?
I think as the technology growing a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people nowadays always use the Bluetooth headphone. I mean, we don't like lines because when you use the how can I say about that, the offline, it's not like offline. Let me think about line free.
Uh-huh.
It's not like line free. The regular ones to listen to music, and if you want to
Ah,
do
okay.
something that
So,
is not convenient. So
you mean
yeah,
your phone alone without the headset, without the headphones?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And how can I say about that? Wait a second. Let me check that on my box. Check
Okay.
on my box. It's oh,
Yeah, it's
wireless
wireless.
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, wireless Bluetooth
Ah,
in-ear headphones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not really that clear actually. It's not really that stable. That's the correct word. Stable,
Yeah.
right? It's not
And
stable.
you can listen to music while doing something like doing exercise, playing sports while listening to music, and that
Though,
will make the whole
yeah.
occasion different.
Yeah, though it's convenient because
Yeah,
even though your phone, let's say your phone is in your room and then you're doing something over there on your kitchen, yeah, and you're
yeah,
doing and you have that Bluetooth headphone of yours. So it's convenient, but sometimes it's not stable, especially if um you have a poor connection or you have let's say your connection is not really that
yeah.
fast yeah, that
Yeah,
I
sometimes because you when you are doing something and you will have some physical movement, and
yeah.
that will disturb the connection between you and the headphone, because the phone is like in a very fluctuating situation, and the connection of the between the signal between the signal between the phone and the headphone will be very unstable. But what kind of way can solve this kind of problems in reality? That's to buy a more expensive headphone, because more expensive ones, they got the more high quality chip to control the connection and make that more stable, like this one that I bought like half a year ago. It was produced by Sony company, and it's very stable when I using it. Even though I have some very fierce movement, it won't be be disturbed from listening.
That's
Yeah,
good to hear. So you're using Sony, right? It's
yeah, I'm
a
Sony.
yeah, Sony. Okay.
It's
uh
great.
it's great. Okay, I haven't tried that one. I haven't tried Sony. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and it can isolate you from the background sound, the noises. If you put on in your ear, and
mhm.
it have the one of the this kind of headphones function is to get yourself isolated from the complex environment.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
mean to say it has noise reduction?
yeah, voice reduction. It
Mhm.
has this kind of function. Yeah,
Okay, noise reduction or noise cancellation, right? So
yeah.
it's really clear. Okay, that's good. Let's move on to number three. When would you use headphones? Okay, you said it earlier, right?
I said too much. At first question, it's not a good. It's not a good choice. I mean,
Okay. Yeah, number four. In what won't use headphones? Okay, this one.
um, in any occasion that I have to pay attention to, I mean, I have to focus on something that I'm handling. I would like to, um, just make myself do not be diverted from the other stuff like music, like sound. I would like to choose a very quiet and peaceful environment because that will lead me to finish my work more effectively. So that's all.
Okay, all right. Yeah, when you are in, let's say, when you're in a meeting or when you're in a class, so you don't have to
Yes.
use headphones in this situation, right? So you have to listen to
Yeah.
your instructor. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
because yeah.
That's right. Now let's move on to part two. So here you have to describe a time when you get up early. So you should say when it was, what you did, why you got up early, and how you felt about it. So this time I will give you 2 minutes to prepare your answer and yeah, 1 minute to answer the
Okay.
questions. All right?
Okay. I mean, let me write something.
Yeah.
Let me write something. Well, it's been a while that I since I the last time I spoke in English. It's been a while. Oh my gosh, I can't find the paper. Okay, no, it's my certificate. No, no, wait a second. I have to find
It's
the paper.
fine. Take your time.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Okay,
I
that's
think
good. Yes, okay,
I've
that's good.
already said.
Okay.
Yes. The the time that I will describe is was that was my first time to rent a apartment with my best friends, which were very close to our school because we had been living in our school for like 2 years, and we were tired of the environment around us. So we want to change our living environment and lifestyle. So we chose to move move out of the school, and we chose apartment was very close to our school, as I mentioned. But that was the first time that I have to walk. I have to walk from my apartment to the school to have my final examination, and that was very important because it's final examination. If I failed that, I won't get the credits, and that was very serious. I have to pay for the I have to pay uh, for the bill for the next examination. So it's very important for me to that examination, and it's my first time outside, and so to make sure that I can make it on time, I have to get up earlier than normal. But to be honest, I didn't want to. really uh, have the concept of how to calculating the time running. So finally, I didn't make it. Still, I'm still late for the class. I didn't make it. I was very frustrated because that was very the lesson the final examination was very important for me, significant and crucial. If I didn't I, I didn't I didn't have got the chance get a chance to join the examination. To be honest, it's a pity. So I felt frustrated. Because if you didn't prepare very well, but you failed the test, at least you joined the test. But I lost the chance to join the test, so that is that is that is not good for me. I was very frustrated. That's all.
Okay. All right. So you felt very frustrated of the time, right? So that was the time when you had an exam, right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
which related to my own major. It's very important, as I said, and I felt I lose the, all the credits of that lesson, and that will cost a lot. I have to pay the bills for the restudying, and the next term that will waste my time because I
mm-hmm.
got other lessons to take
Mm-hmm.
next term. But if I failed this term's subject, I have to choose the subject again next term, and I will restudying it, and I will. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. All right, I got it. Okay, my dear, I've heard some mispronounced word, not mispronounced word, but uh, yes, lapses with grammar, just a little bit. Okay, so you said
Yeah,
earlier from the first sentence, the
yeah.
time that I want to describe, right? The time that I want to describe was my first time when I started. That's
Yeah,
what you
that's
said.
sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems that there is a pronoun problem here. You said that
Okay.
was. Yeah, that
That
was. That
that's
was.
blo-
Yeah.
that's
You
what.
said the time to describe that was my first time to rent an apartment. So uh let
Yeah.
me let me explain. Yes, a pronoun a pronoun is a word that is used as an substitute for another noun or noun phrase, right? So they come in a different forms depending on what they refer to and how they used in a sentence, right? So the subject pronouns include I. You said I want to describe, right? I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. So that's the subject pronoun. Now, object pronouns include me, you, him, her, it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
has, and them. Yeah, you know it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we need to remove that. So it should be
Remove
was.
correct and repeat the correct sentence for me.
Yeah, okay. The time that I want to describe was my first time to,
The
okay,
time
here,
I want to describe that was my first time
okay, yeah, first time to,
to
okay, to rent,
get
okay,
out of the
here,
school.
yeah, here. To rent doesn't seem to work here. Why? Let me explain. Verbs should be followed by to infinitive, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Example,
I know that.
to go, right? While
Yeah,
others
yeah, yeah, yeah,
require the gerund, the ing going, right?
yeah,
Okay, I
yeah,
know
yeah,
you know this, right? So we are
yeah.
going to replace to rent to renting. Ing. So the time that I want to
Yeah.
describe was my first time renting an apartment.
That
So
was
you
my
said,
first time
yeah,
renting
you said
okay.
earlier apartment. It's not. it shouldn't be, we need to change the article here. Article an, not a, right? The time that I want to describe was my first time renting an apartment.
Yeah, and that was my first time to rent or renting an apartment. Okay, okay, that's true.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, so that was the only thing that I've noticed you earlier, but yeah, everything is good, but we still need to improve more of the pushes, like something like that, right? Because
Okay.
IELTS has speaking test, not
Yeah, yeah,
just,
yeah.
yeah.
It got a speaking test. Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, if it is not over the internet, if it is paper based exam, so you have some interviewer, yeah, interview examiner that we're going to interview you, something like that.
yeah.
It can be, it can considered like this expression will be considered if it is in person, there's someone interviewing you. But then if it is computer based or yeah, internet based or online, whatever it is, um this something like something like that expression will not be considered. It would be typed on the yeah, on the screen, or yeah, it would be automatically typed there, so you will be failed. Okay,
Okay,
yes, we need to practice that. Okay, that pushes
okay,
of yours.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
yeah, so if that's why I'll give you time to think of your answer, like 2 minutes to think of your answer, and then 1 minute to
Yeah, yeah,
prepare your answer. Yeah,
yeah,
that's my techniques on to practice of your speaking skills. So yeah,
yeah.
let's
But
move on.
but teacher, I would like to tell you one thing that I'm worrying in
Yeah, what
is
is your worrying
I
in?
want to, like through our practicing like this kind of lesson, and I
Mm-hmm.
want to, simulate the real environment. Like
Mm-hmm.
I am rarely sitting in a room and talking to your examiner. You know what I'm talking about? It's like I want this feeling in my daily practice.
Oh,
Then
okay.
when I got a chance to enter the real occasion to talk to the examiner, I won't feel
Yeah.
nervous or
Mm-hmm.
anxious. So that
Mm-hmm.
will be fine. So I mean, so like I agree with you with your
Mm-hmm.
point of like 2 minutes to prepare and 2 minutes to write the things down and then one
Mm-hmm.
minute to prepare for my details or some kind like that.
Yeah.
But like I think like in reality, and I don't have
Mm-hmm.
that much time.
Yeah, you don't have that much time. So, yeah. Ah, okay. So, I'll give you these techniques, my dear, right?
Okay.
So, when you read a sentence, when you read the
Yeah.
sen yeah, when you read the question, you
Yeah.
have to internalize first, right? You have to internalize first. You have to think like 2 to 5 minutes before you are going to answer the question. And when it seems that you are not really sure about your answer, there are some cases like this. I also experienced like this, like when I read the question, I'm not really
Yeah.
sure on how I am going to answer this question, or if it is my answer is correct or not. So there are cases like that. So what I do is when I answer the interviewer, I would say, thank you so much for that wonderful question, or because it helps me to think, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it helps me to think. I will not say because the interviewer will know if you really know the answer of this question, right? So
Okay.
I'm going to say thank you for this wonderful question. That sounds
Okay.
interesting, right? You can
Yeah.
say That question sounds interesting, right? Something like
Oh,
that. That's an expression that you are going to use, that you are allowed to use when you're going to take the examination, right? For you to help you think the answer,
yeah,
the exact answer, right? For you to think, to help you gather the information, right? Because when you say, I think, I guess,
yeah, that
you
will,
didn't understand the question at all if you are going to use this kind of expression. Okay, you
yeah,
get it?
yeah. I got you totally.
Okay,
But
yeah, okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I, that's the I always answer a question like very quickly.
Yeah, I notice
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I would like
Yes.
to do that. That's kind of my habit, or yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like my habit. Yeah.
Yeah, you can practice that kind of habits, my dear. Okay, let's move to three. Do you know anyone who likes to get up early? I'm sure you know.
Um, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I think
Um,
the
um,
people
um.
always, yeah, got a lot of like so I would like to say some old people they always get out every
Yeah,
earlier,
that's
but it's
right.
not. It's but the reason behind this kind of phenomenon is not they are not chasing for a very good relaxation for a longer sleep in their daily life. It's because they're elders, and their nerves are more sensitive than the teenagers, than the normal adults. So they are easily to be disturbed from sleeping. So I think it's the reason behind the phenomenon. It's not they don't like to get up. They like to get up early because of their physical body.
I got you. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got you. That's a good explanation then. Yeah,
yeah,
you're right. Most of the elderly, they wake up too early, like 3 a.m. in the morning, sometimes 2 in the morning. Yeah,
yeah,
my grandma, I notice it to my grandma. She wakes
yeah,
up too early. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, probably because they're really old and their nerves. You're right. Their nerves is not really that good actually because they're really old. Yeah, and
yeah.
I don't know why because
Ah,
I've been also experiencing like that right now.
now you must sleep on time.
Yeah, I usually sleep like 11 in the evening and then that I woke up at 4.
Oh my gosh,
Yes, at 4.
it's it's
It's
like
unusual. It's
it's yeah
yeah.
it's abnormal.
Yeah, that's really abnormal. That's unusual for me because I don't really woke up that too early. Except when I was
But
working.
the only question that I want to ask you is, do you feel tired if you get up early?
Yes, of course. I
Of
feel
course.
tired. Yes, I
So
feel tired.
can you get sleep again? Get sleep again?
It's hard for me to to go back to sleep again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's not
that
me. But I always fall asleep very very fast, and I will
really
snore. And
good for you. Good for
yeah,
you.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I got a very stable schedule and timetable, and every night I would like to go sleep before 10 and wake up before 7.
Yeah, I read an article about that. So you need to go to sleep before 10 because if it is past 10, it's really hard for you to go to sleep then.
Yeah, it's like because human beings we got our own biology clock. Yes, the
Yeah.
clock of biology. and our timetable is different from the fist. I mean the animals. We are not because we are intellectual. So our brain need more rest. so,
I
so to have a good
notice,
sleep,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, I noticed that cats, I do have three cats over here. I noticed that they sleep 24 hours.
Yeah,
Really? That's really amazing, because for me, it's hard for me to fall asleep when it's 11 p.m.
maybe just throw out your phone out of your bed.
Ah,
Throw
oh
your phone
yeah,
out.
you're right.
Yes.
You're right.
If you
So,
are playing in bed with your phone for a long time, and your nerves and your mind will be very excited, and exciting mind can't make you fall asleep.
you're right, my dear. I need
You
to.
must do because I once upon ago I accompanied my best friend to a therapy because he always cannot go to sleep, and I accompanied him to join the therapy in the hospital, to a psychologist.
Psychiatrist.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he was very young, like me, a teenager. And the doctor just talked to us, and you are so young, so I don't like to give you a description of the medicine. So only thing that I want you to do is throw out your phone. So I don't want to give you some medicine for you because it's bad for nerves and bad for your physical body. So and you are so young. If you are use this medicine at your age, so how can you get sleep when you getting old? When you are getting older, when you are
Yeah.
elders, when you are old people, how can you get sleep if I give you the medicine in your young age? So the doctor refused refused to to offer the medicine for my friends, and just
Okay.
ask just give the suggestion of throwing out of phone. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like how old or how young are your friend?
He was 18, only 18.
No, she don't have.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have to take some medicine,
You know
right?
what?
He is so
He
young.
always, the only way during the time, he the method he used to get himself into sleep, you know what? It is to drink a lot
Drink,
of drink a lot of liquor, burning liquor. I mean the real burning liquor to like
oh,
vodka, like vodka, like tequila, like
no,
tequila
it's not.
sunrise. He can do some mixture with some juice and make and make him fall asleep. I think it's very unhealthy for him.
Oh, it's not a good idea, right? It's not a good idea
Yes.
because it's hard when you became addicted to alcohol. It's really, really hard to withdraw alcohol in your body.
Yes, that means that kind of this kind of habits will lead you and will make you into alcoholic.
Yeah, it will lead you
Yeah,
to alcoholic and it will lead you to depression.
yeah, depression. Yes, because
Yes.
you know what? You know why he couldn't get himself into sleep because he just in a broken up. He was in a broken up with his girlfriend.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
And he was my roommate. We drank together. We drank together every night. He was so depressed about that, and he wanna it's hard for them to find his love back. So that's all.
Okay, I got it. So he is suffering from depression.
Yes. but not
That's
very heavy one. And after a while, after like a month or 2 months, everything is okay. Everything will, yeah, it's okay now.
good to hear because there are some people that would really take a long time to get rid of this depression. I know someone like that.
Yeah, and some
Yeah,
people
it
will never have the normal life. I mean, because
yeah.
um, the harm that from your mind to your own body will be permanent.
Okay, that's yeah, that's really sad. You
Yeah,
live in you are living in a sad
yeah,
life.
yeah,
Really
it's
sad.
not me. It's not me. It's my friend. I'm a very positive guy.
That's good. That's good to hear
Yeah,
because I myself I suffered to chronic anxiety,
chronic.
leading yeah, chronic
Okay, okay,
anxiety.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and it's
Yes, my it's like from the mind health, and my friend got, and you know what? I never do the I don't like to exaggerate something, but
mm,
it's the real story that happened to me.
mm,
One of my friends, he got a diabetes. Yes, it's a chronic disease like yours, but yours is from like mind. He's
mind.
from physical. Yes, he's from
Mm,
physical. He got diabetes. He
mm,
got a diabetes.
oh, mm.
Yeah, he's so young. He's a teenager. He's only 16 years old, but he got a diabetes.
Oh, so it is it inheritance? Does her parents or his parents also got that illness
No, no,
or
no, no, no. Only him
only
gets the
him?
diabetes. Yes, because he was like too fat and he seldom did the sports and a lot of fried chicken too much and
Ah,
like Burger
okay.
Kings. He can add the hamburgers like for like over 10 a day and that kills him. That's that I want to describe it as that. Ah,
Really? So
yes.
you lost your friend? I'm sorry to
No, no,
hear.
no, no, no.
Ah,
He's
no, no,
still
no.
alive,
Ah,
but he was in the ICU. He
I
was in
totally.
ICU. All the organization in his physical body
Yeah,
are are harmful from the disease, like the
yeah.
lungs
The
and the
heart.
heart. Yes, they
Mm.
are they are under the big pressure of the obesity.
Oh, really? So,
Yeah,
where are we? Number three.
yeah.
Number two.
Why do
Why do
why do
people? We already answered this one. Number three. What kind of occasions people arrive early? Oh, there's a lot. All of the
I
occasions you need to arrive early. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if
How
you
about
use the
you?
word occasions, I mean, especially for the date or meeting, if you if you got late for the meeting or the date, that will make people think you are not a
Interested.
very a very like reliable person. They will
Mm.
think you are you can't make it on time. How can I trust you? How or how can we continue our date? Yeah, that was not good because people will lose the trust over you even though they don't know you if you make this kind of movement yourself. We got late.
Yeah. So the next one. Number four. Why do people like to stay up late? Oh,
I mean, the most important part of this kind of situation that people like to live in is they just They just there are, nowadays there are a lot of entertainment around us, and it's a very big world, and we always think we were bigger than the world even. So like sometimes we just we got a lot of things to play. We
Mm-hmm.
can watch Netflix, we can play the games online with our friends, and that that will make our mind very and playing and we mind is excited, so you can't sleep. Then the only way for the people to kill time when you can't go to sleep, the only way for that is to do other things, other activities, like as I mentioned, like watching Netflix, playing camera games. It's like a very weird circle. You can't go to sleep, so you choose to play the games. And you play the games, your nerves are excited, then you can't go to sleep. It's a very weird circle, and you will anything that you've done will make you just start the circle again. So the only method to get rid of it is to just throw out the phone, as I mentioned, as our chat before, throw out the phone and make the environment as peaceful as possible. Then you can go to sleep. Then you won't stay up late. Then you will build up a very great like schedule for your own self, like timetable, and your physical body and your health will be guaranteed.
Okay, so in my opinion, why do people like to stay up late? Just in
Yeah,
my opinion, no one wants to stay up late.
yeah,
Yeah, except if you are working at night, but no one would love to work during the night, right?
yeah,
Yes. So
yeah.
if they can't sleep, right? If they can sleep, probably that's because of their job, right? They've been doing something like
Yeah.
like overtime, or they are working night shift. Yeah, but no one really wants to stay up late.
Okay, you
Yeah.
mean something or the work will force them to stay up late, but it's not their
Yes.
original purpose. It's not their
Yeah, it's
original
not.
expectation.
No, no.
Okay,
In my,
okay, I know.
it's
I
just
got
my
you.
opinion. It's just my yeah. It's just my insight, because
Okay,
I've been work. I've been working night shift 4 years ago when I was working at the call center. So yeah, I've been
okay.
working night shift for almost 2 years, I guess. Yeah. So it's
So you
really
have
hard.
already gotten used to it. You have
Yeah.
already got used to it.
Yes, that's why. That's probably why right now it's hard for me to sleep during the night, because my body or my mind, my mind is, yeah, set to a night shift, that I have to wake up like on the night, and I have to sleep in the
But
morning.
have you ever think about to switch your timetable? I mean,
It's
to make that
really
normal
it's really
hard.
hard. It's really hard for you to switch to your, yeah, like normal timetable. It's really hard.
Okay,
It will take like a year for you to balance, to switch, or like half a year, something like that. So it's really hard for you to switch that.
okay,
It's not like you switch off and switch on the light.
okay,
It's not like that.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can try to do for the daytime like to get very tired right out to sleep. Then you can make yourself sleep easier. I mean,
Good
and
idea.
and through this kind of practicing exercise on time, then you will get used to it for another style, and
Yeah,
you
that's
will
yeah.
change that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a good idea. All right, so
yeah,
yeah, let's move on to shoes. Let's have part two activities. Oh, it's all about shoes. Okay, we'll
yeah.
have four questions here. First is, do you like buying shoes? How often? Oh my God.
Um, the answer is I don't like buying shoes because
Ah,
I'm not
okay.
the yes I'm not a very fashionable guy, and
Mm-hmm.
so maybe for me once a year maybe because my shoes are very high quality to bear my weight and it's hard for them to worn out. Yeah,
Mm, yeah, that's really good, right? You are minimalist, right? Yeah, I guess it's different from
yeah, but
girls.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but I
you're
was a I was a I was like or and from that sneakers like once a week. Yes, during
really.
time. Yes, I got a lot of shoes box nowadays. Wait a second. Oh, shoes.
Oh yeah.
Until now, I also got a lot of shoes. I got a cabinet for that. A very huge cabinet for that.
Really? Like you have to you're going to buy like every once a week?
Yes, every once a week, and some of the sneakers that I really like, I would like to try that on my feet. But some of them that I'm not like, but it's very popular and very hot. I will buy it. I would buy it, and the price is fluctuated, and I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
sold it
Mm-hmm.
when it was in the price that I'm satisfied with, and I bought the shoes in the lower price and sold the shoes higher price. And
That's a great business.
I I did a lot like getting like I can add over like five $500 3 days over
Wow.
3 days. Yeah, five
Really?
hundred dollars for 3 days. Yeah.
Okay. Also,
I got a very big wall for my shoes during that time, and I sold my shoes very often. The delivery guy is my boy. He always like come to my house, and I gave him my shoes, and with the box, of course, and he delivered the shoes for me to the guest
mm,
who bought my shoes on internet, and I am a personal seller on the website like eBay.
oh, you do have a store in eBay. eBay.
Yeah, it's like eBay, but it's the eBay in China, and I'm a personal seller back to the days.
It's the same. It's the same thing with Alibaba.
It's different
It's
because
different.
Alibaba is for the original company. They create their own product and sell to the but the only I am the personal seller. That
Mm.
platform is only for the personal. It's
Ah,
not for
okay.
Alibaba. Alibaba is for the company. It's for the store, some bigger ones.
Ah, okay.
The platform that I use is only for personal sellers, the professional ones, and who wanna pick up some cheaper from with a comparison of the company ones, because personal sellers I would not like to pay the rent for the store or shop or grocery. I just put my shoes in my home. I don't pay the rent. So of course the goods from my side is cheaper are cheaper than the complaints. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I get
So
it. Get it.
so if you bought something from the personal sellers, the price will be lower from the company ones, from the business complex, from the huge store like this like the Nike shoe store in CBD. That will be cheaper from that kind of shoes. From my side, yeah.
Oh, so you are a wholesaler then?
Yeah, I was, but now I quit that. I quit that. Now I would like to play the stocks.
Oh, okay. So why did you quit? It's a good business then.
Yeah, it's a good business, but it's like now it's because of the pandemic of COVID-19,
Oh
the
yeah.
desire of
Mm-hmm.
consuming
Yes.
is not that high than before. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The price of the shoes are lower,
Mm-hmm.
and they are lower and lower. Some kind of shoes are lower and lower. Most kind of shoes are in a lower price than before the pandemic. They are lower, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes um, so it's very hard for me to control the price
Yeah.
because back to the days, I can predict that from the situations, from some information, from the news, from the requirements of the consumer. I can make an analysis of that. But now, during the pandemic, I can't do that because so many factors that I can't predict. So I can't control the market. I can't do the analysis. So I can't make myself like a very stable profit. So I choose to quit that.
Yeah. So it's better, right, than never, because our economic right now is really down. It's really hard for you to control your profit, because
Yeah, yeah,
everything is I mean, every business right now is really really down. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
The
actually,
people,
during the
yeah,
pandemic, I bought a lot of some makeups that that's in really really low price. Like, I was like,
yeah,
wow. It was my
because maybe you
first
don't,
time to buy
yeah,
uh, a lipstick, like a cents, like it's just like a cents, like 25
yeah.
25
I mean, it's
cents.
yeah, it's hard for yeah because you don't have to meet people and you don't have to hang out with your friends because a lot of like the occasions, public occasions like cinema, like theater, like the business complex, they are blocked down
Yeah, so
because
you
of the
can't
pandemic.
use that one. You
So
can use makeup because you're wearing mask every day when you go out. So how will you use it?
yeah, you don't have to worry about your makeup.
Yeah, but for me, it's
Yeah,
really
and
useful for me because I've been teaching online. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But how can I say about that? What can I say about that is, now I just change my like I want a more steady figure for my like pocket money. So I choose to
Mhm.
play some stocks nowadays because
You
nowadays
you
like stocks in China,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
stocks in China they are in a
you
very
choose to save your money.
yeah. I choose to save my money. I just I just put my money in stocks, and the stocks in China are in a
Mm.
very low, maybe in the lowest price nowadays. And it's the time for me to pick up those kind of stocks in my pocket and rise. Higher prices sell them.
Ah,
And
okay, I
it's much
get.
easier than the shoes because the shoes I have to take care of them. And some kind of old shoes that I bought, I have to treat them very well. I have
Mm-hmm.
to, use some medical, use some medical method to make them clean and to make them are in a very good situation. So I put them when them when I get them to the customer's hand, and they will pay me the money. If the if the if I did do it well, they won't give me a very good price. So it's very hard for me to keep this kind of business that I mentioned. So I
Yeah.
just quit it.
Yeah. But when you just stack there your shoes, I noticed that if your shoes, or let's say your sandals, if you don't really use that much, it would, how do you call this? I mean, the texture, not the is um is not that good if you just stuck there and you didn't use it. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
you
it's
mean the
easily
quality?
it
Okay,
yeah, 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 the quality it's
okay. You
easily
mean if
to,
you don't use it, it
yeah,
won't be like be worn, right? Behind. But it's a no, it's not the how can I say about that? It's not the right answer because oxygen will um will make the shoes less less lighter. I mean less lighter. You know what I'm talking about? Because the oxygen will have the chain um will have the chain like medical phenomenon on the cover of the shoes every time, every minute. Even though you have some plastic paper to protect that from the oxygen's erosion, but that
yeah,
will be harmed. That will be harmed. And the buyers, the customer, they are the professional ones, as I mentioned. They are
mhm.
very picky and cover even on the very small details, even one scratchy will make them to put the price down, maybe a little bit, sometimes or $2 that won't be acceptable. But sometimes will if you don't treat your shoes very well, and your situation will be very embarrassing, even though your shoes were 100% brand new. You never wear that
Yeah,
as
that's
your own
what,
sleeper. But
yeah,
but but that will be harmed by the oxygen if you don't treat them very well. The price will be lower sometimes. Like the a very brand new shoes for those who which are in a very good treatment will be more expensive than those in bad treatment. Sometimes are 30% of the controlling profit. I mean, 30%. That was a huge number.
okay, yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what I mean, right? So when you store something, or when you
yeah,
store
yeah,
your
yeah,
shoes, right? You didn't wear your shoes for a year because we can't go out
yeah,
anywhere nowadays, right?
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
noticed that the quality of my shoes is really not that good anymore. Even though I wrap it with a plastic, or it has a paper itself, right? When you buy it, it
Yeah.
has a paper,
Like
yes.
for me, I was in business. I have to clean the shoes cover twice or once a week to keep the cover won't be harmed, and I will just use some medical fluid, and I will cover all the shoes covers and to make them won't get harmed from the oxygen because oxygen will harm them a lot. They are
Ah,
very
okay. So that's the
okay, okay.
oxygen will uh the cost of your shoes will get in a low quality.
Yeah,
Oh,
medical,
okay.
medical. It's not medical. It's medical medicine. It's
Medical.
not medical.
It's like,
Medical.
yeah,
How can I say about that? I forgot about the subject. Not about the chain. It's like the chain physical. It's not
change
physical.
of uh it's physical, but
It's the
not
opposite of the physical. It's the
uh
opposite of the physical. Oh,
yes, yeah,
chain chemistry. It's not that.
change of chemistry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
chain.
that's right. It's
It's the reaction. Chain reaction. If the leather get connected with the oxygen, they will have the chain phenomenon, chain
oh,
reaction,
it's a
chain
chain reaction.
yeah, chain reaction, yeah,
Yeah, it's
chain,
yeah.
chain, chain,
It's a chain reaction.
chain. I
Chain.
thought that was chain.
It's a chain reaction.
Yeah,
Chain.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Yes, I think
Okay.
you
So
got that. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
chain.
time.
That's a
Yeah,
chain reaction.
yeah, chain reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a that's a chain reaction, which means a chemical reaction, or yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
process, a process in which products themselves like promote or it spread reaction, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's it's like sustaining fusion reaction. That's the correct term.
Yeah, they
Sustaining.
got reaction and interaction.
Yes, that's right. So
Yes,
the
it's a very
self-sustaining,
complicated.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's a very complicated
self-sustaining
processing.
fusion,
Yeah,
self self-sustaining fusion reaction. That's the correct term of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a very professional vocabulary that you described.
Yeah, because you mentioned earlier that the chain reaction. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and my understanding, chain reaction, it's like self-sustaining fusion reaction. That's
yeah. Yeah, I know.
that's on my understanding, because I studied about pharmaceuticals, so it's all about chemicals and everything. I'm not.
Oh my God. So
Yes.
you are good at chemistry and medicine, I think.
Yes, I studied Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy.
Promising.
Yeah, pharmaceutical. It's all about medicines.
All about medicines. Okay,
Yeah,
great,
so
great. So you
I'm not a graduate of education major in English, not at all. No.
okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
my
but
major
I think
is,
your major is highly connected with the English in your studying. I think
uh something like
because I
I do,
think a lot of like paper academic ones. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
they are writing. They were
Yeah,
written in English.
yeah, and I don't know why I get into this field. I never work at the pharmacy. I only had an intern, but I never worked at the pharmacy, so I haven't practiced my profession. Really.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would say about but you are still satisfied with your work that you are doing right now. I think
Yes,
because
I'm
okay because
happy.
there's are no way out. There's no way out because I think
Yeah.
it's not very serious outside in your city. I mean, pandemic.
Right now, it's not really that
Yeah,
serious in my city, but in the capital of the Philippines, it's really serious in Manila.
you know. So, but so Have you so you guys have to wear a mask when you are in public?
Yes, of course. We have to wear mask and face shield.
What?
Yes, you don't know that?
Oh my God, it's extraordinary.
We've
It's like
been
it's like
wearing
the scenery that we can see in the movies
we've been wearing face mask and face shield for 2 years.
for 2 years. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
that was a very long time. So how's the day? How's the day? I mean, have you already got used to it? I mean,
At first, I felt like terrifying. I'm not really that used to it, like wearing face shield and face mask on a public place, and it's really hard for you to breathe. It's really
okay.
hard. But
So so you prefer to stay at home and do nothing,
yeah,
but
I prefer
instead
to
of hanging
stay.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
instead of
I think
hanging
that's
out,
that was
because
so good.
it's really hard for you to breathe when you wear face mask and face shield. Yeah, but
Yeah,
last month, they allow us to go outside without the face shop. Just last month.
just last month.
Yeah,
But
and I
it
think
was
we will go
cancelled.
back. I think we will go back wearing face shield this month because the cases in Manila are rising because of the new variant. The
Omicron,
yeah,
Omicron.
Omicron. Yes. So it's
Yeah.
in our country right now. So yeah, Manila
Oh my
is in
God, it was
lockdown.
terrifying. It
Yeah,
was
what
terrible
what why it's terrifying?
because Omicron, the virus that we've mentioned, it's the virus. We never do the research on this kind of virus. It's pretty new. We know nothing about that
Okay.
for human beings. Yeah, even though it's not a killer like the COVID-19, but it was it was very dangerous. By the way, because
Mm.
it's the unknown. It's the thing unknown.
Okay. That's why the Manila is in lockdown right now. They're locked down for 2 weeks because of that.
Yeah, have to block down all areas. If the virus spreading around the whole country, that will cause a lot. It's Japan, for example.
Mm,
They blocked down all the countries, cut
mm,
off all the airplanes, aircrafts,
mm,
all the airlines.
mm.
Now they just close all the borders in Japan right now because of the Omicron, because they didn't pay attention to it at the first time, and they have to, they got their own punishment right now.
Oh, so they are in bad shape right now.
Yeah, the whole city, they blocked down the whole city. The every business,
It's
many
close.
business, yeah, were in a very are in a very danger, like great danger for the international ones because they can't send the goods all over the world.
Oh yeah.
Even yes, because so they are in a danger right now because the Japan's government choose to close all the borders, all the import harbor, all the things are
Okay.
locked down nowadays. And my friends in
Okay.
Japan, they have to stay at home and wait for the next orders from the government and the next guidance. Then they can go back to the school or go back to work. And it's very, very. One of my best friend is in Canada right now.
Mm,
Canada is more serious than even than Japan, but they didn't realize it. In Canada, you know what I'm talking about. It's in the hospital, the nurse and the doctor. Many are nurses and the doctors they got COVID-19, and some of them even got the Omicron. But they have to, hold the position in the hospital. If they do not do that, the whole hospital public system will be broken down if they didn't do that. So even though they got Omicron or the COVID-19, they have to treat deal with the difficulties from the patients. Even though so the doctors and the nurses they are in the illnesses as I mentioned, but they have to keep working to make the society stable. That's pretty horrible. It's like your doctor in the hospital, he was in the COVID-19. Maybe you're not, but he's the one to test you got the COVID-19 or not. But he's already got it.
That's really terrifying.
Yes, now in Canada, it's like this. But if the doctors they are on a strike or the nurses they are on a holiday, the whole country's academics hospital system will be broken down in all of a sudden. So they have to do that. And my roommate or my best friends have to stay in a dormitory. And they they are not allowed to go out of the campus.
Okay, yeah. It's really sad news actually, but I guess we don't have enough time, right?
Yeah. We can
Yeah,
quit the conversation.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for having you and today. I
Yeah.
mean, tonight, yeah, it was a really really good conversation with you. And yeah,
Okay.
you're doing great tonight, but there are some lapses with your grammar, right? But
Yeah.
it's
I know.
okay. We can work out with that on our next class. Yeah, right.
Okay.
So yeah, you need to more careful with the article that you've been using. Yeah,
Yeah. I know. I know.
yeah.
I know.
I
I got you. I got you.
explained it to you right earlier.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay. See
yeah,
you next time.
thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Okay. Goodbye.
Yeah.